The body scan can be done from a position that allows you to remain comfortable and awake. Many people like to do body scans lying down because that promotes relaxation. Relaxation can be a pleasant byproduct of an MBSR body scan, but that is not the aim of an MBSR body scan. Before we even get into discussing your physical posture and how you'll sit or lie for the body scan, the most important posture for the body scan is your mental state, how you approach this body scan practice in your mind. If you expect to feel relaxed throughout the body scan or after and you do not feel relaxed, then you will think that you didn't do the body scan right, or you're not a good meditator. And that's not the case. The purpose of the body scan in MBSR is to get in touch with the direct experience between your mind and body in the present moment. If your direct experience is relaxation, that's great. If your direct experience is pain or discomfort in a certain part of your body, perhaps a memory or trauma associated with a part of your body, these can come up in body scans as well. And the purpose of meeting these experiences in the moment is to cultivate an openness and gentleness and curiosity about what you're experiencing in each moment. So lying down is a common and accessible position for many to do a body scan. You can also sit in a chair or on another surface. The astronaut position makes the body scan more comfortable and accessible for people with lower back problems and pain. The astronaut position is where you're lying on your back on a surface, the floor, say, and your feet are up on a chair, legs at a 90-degree angle. So taking a position that you can be comfortable in for 30 to 45 minutes. And as you settle into the position that you selected, bringing mindfulness to this process of settling in. What does it feel in your body and your mind to settle? You feel stillness settling into some parts of your body, perhaps restlessness in some parts. And how does your mind settle? Does it relax into the ease of the moment? Is there some resistance, some task or distraction echoing? And now tuning into your body as you settle. In the support of the surface beneath you, feeling the points of contact between that surface and your body, gravity anchoring you into it. And bringing into awareness this whole envelope of your body from head to toe, front to back, side to side. Through the body scan, we'll narrow this awareness into smaller, specific regions of our body, having a direct experience with each. And as we proceed through the body scan, keep in mind that you are always in choice. This is your practice. If any of those parts of the body during the body scan give rise to a level of pain or discomfort or anxiety, that is just too much to manage, you are always in choice to continue the practice, adjust the practice, or pause the practice. If at any point you feel overwhelmed by your direct experience in the moment, opening your eyes can help. Adjusting the position of your body, moving to an anchor if you have a home base in your practice. Move to that until you're comfortable returning to the body scan. And you can always conclude the body scan at any point. I don't use the word stop because that has a connotation that you didn't finish. If you reach a point where you can't continue, you are finished, and it's appropriate and wise to conclude your practice. Mindful, indeed. Now, gathering this broad awareness of the body and narrowing it down like a spotlight or flashlight, focusing in on the sensation, the point of contact between your left foot and the surface beneath you. If you're lying down, this may be your heel. Sitting, maybe the bottom or side of your foot. Focusing in on the sensation between your foot and the surface. Noticing if you feel pressure or support is spreading or softening. What do you feel in your left foot? Not thinking about your left foot, feeling the sensation at the point of contact between your left foot and the surface. We'll slowly guide this point of awareness and this point of contact between the surface and the left foot. Just spread it along the entirety of the sole of your left foot, noticing the initial sensations that arise into your awareness. If it's external sensations such as temperature or air, touch of socks or shoes, if it's the internal sensations, a tingling or weight. You sense to the contour of the arch. These sensations in the balls of the feet. to the toes, the metatarsals, curling up to the toe pads. These sensations in the pads of the toes. Perhaps playing with your awareness here, sensing into each individual toe, the big toe and the toe next to it, even sensing the space between the toes, middle toe, baby toe. Noticing if there's a sensation of toenails around the toenails. And bringing awareness to the top, noticing the difference between the bony surface of the top and the padded surface at the bottom of the foot. Noticing how the foot connects to the ankle, sensing into this jointed area, bony protrusions on the inside and outside, the Achilles tendon in the back, guiding your awareness along the back into your calf muscle and around to the front of your lower leg, your shin, and noticing the initial sensations as you bring your awareness to these areas of your body. Sense deep into the bones in your lower leg. Connect into the knee, bringing awareness to your left knee. Noticing then the bony cap on the top, the softer tissue underneath, the tendons and ligaments on the side. Noticing if your knee is bent. Moving up into the upper leg, the thigh. Noticing the initial sensations that come into your awareness. Perhaps there's point of contact on the back of your leg, your hamstrings, or the strength and warmth of front of your thigh, the quadriceps. Relaxing this awareness a bit from the upper leg back down into the knee, the lower leg, ankle, and foot. Just holding your whole left leg in awareness. Noticing any sensations and noticing any reactions you might have to those sensations. Not judging those reactions, just noticing. There's sensations you lean away from, noticing. Not trying to force yourself to lean towards or away from anything. Just noticing if you do. Now we'll shift our awareness from our left leg over to the right. Again, narrowing it down into the point of contact between your right foot and the surface. Whether that's your heel, the bottom or side of your foot, focusing awareness on that point of contact, noticing the sensations that arise. That awareness to spread from that point of contact along the sole of your foot. And noticing the contour of the arch, sensations in the balls of the feet, the curl of the metatarsals into the toe pads, any sensation of toenails on the tops of the toes, playing with the individual toes, the big toe, second, third toe, spaces between the toes, maybe a sensation, fourth toe and baby toe. Coming into the top of the right foot, noticing the difference between the top and bottom of the right foot, perhaps playing with your awareness top to bottom, top to bottom. The top, guiding awareness up into the ankle joint, Noticing the balls on the inside and outside, Achilles tendon, runs up into the calf muscle in your lower leg. Noticing how deeply you can feel into this lower leg, the skin sensations, maybe the muscle and tissue, perhaps the bone, that shin bone in the front, the lower leg. Gently moving our awareness up into the right knee, noticing initial sensations, including mental and emotional sensations, any resistance to exploring joints or places of injury. Feeling into this right knee, then up into the right upper leg. Notice where you meet your upper leg in the front at the quadricep, the back, perhaps a point of contact there. Noticing sensations in your upper leg. Broadening awareness from your upper leg and down into your knee, lower leg, ankle, and foot. Again, holding your entire right leg in awareness. Bringing your awareness back up to the top of the legs, into the hips, the hip flexors, going around to the glutes, buttocks, and back. Probably point of contact here to tune into. Listen to the stability of the surface beneath you as we begin to explore an area of the body that can be sensitive for many. Gently exploring this area of the pelvic bowl with organs of elimination, reproduction, sexuality. Fitting into this pelvic bowl that supports all these organs, almost like a hammock between your hips. Moving from this bowl below the belly into the sensations in your belly. Notice what rises initially into your awareness, the physical sensations, maybe sounds, digestion or hunger signals, perhaps movement rising and falling from your breathing. Gently noticing. As you're noticing that breathing sensation in your belly, you may also notice that it spreads into your lower back. Feel the sensation of breathing in your lower back, around your kidneys, into the tailbone that curls up to your middle back and lower rib cage. Follow that rib cage around to our chest, the front of our chest, our torso above our belly, stomach. What sensations rise here in the upper torso? The sensation of it rising and falling with your breath. Perhaps you'd sense that as deeply as into your lungs. Maybe you can even sense the beat of your heart, pulsation. Coming around to your upper back, shoulder blades, sensations are here, the outside of your shoulder blades and in the middle near the spine, up towards the tops of your shoulders. They're noticing if there's tension held here, not noticing to try and force it to not be there, just noticing if it is there. You'll find sometimes when you notice a discomfort, that's all it takes for it to depart or lessen. Guiding awareness from the tops of the shoulders down into the left shoulder, armpits up to the top, back around in front. Notice any sensation in the left shoulder, guiding your awareness down into your upper arm, triceps, bicep, and seeing from this upper arm into your left elbow. Noticing if your elbow is resting on a surface, bent or straight, and how it runs into the lower arm. Notice sensations in this lower arm as your awareness drawn more to the top, perhaps the sensation of the hairs, or to the bottom, the softer skin that leads into the wrist. Perhaps you're noticing some sensations in the wrist pulsing, perhaps a tension, discomfort from typing or holding it in certain positions long periods of time. Moving here from the wrist into your hands and noticing where your awareness is drawn at first in your hands, to the top of your hand, the bony top side, or more to the palms. Temperature regulation activity that goes on with the palms. Seeing how your hands feel, warm or cold, moist or dry, tingly or numb, achy or strong. Moving awareness into the fingers, the length of the fingers, into the tips of the fingers. Noticing what your fingers are touching, if anything. Spreading this awareness from the tips of your fingers up the length into the hands, wrist, lower arm, elbow, upper arm, and shoulder. Holding the entire left arm in awareness. Noticing the sensations that arise. Then gently bringing awareness from the left arm across the collarbones into the right shoulder. Noticing sensations in the right shoulder. Where do those sensations arise? In the top, bottom, near the armpit, front or back, deep down in the joint, perhaps, or more skin surface sensations. From the sensations in your shoulder down into your upper right arm. Noticing any sensations in bicep, tricep, the bone running down into the elbow. Bring awareness to your right elbow. Moving from the elbow down into the lower right arm. Noticing again if this part of your arm is on a surface, what that surface feels like. Down into your right hand, sensations in the bony top and the sensitive palm. Noticing what you sense. And spreading into the fingers and thumb of your right hand, the length of the fingers, the tops, and the tips. Guiding the awareness from the tips back up the length of the fingers into the hands, wrist, lower arm, elbow, arm, and shoulder. Then your entire right arm in awareness, meeting the sensations that arise moment by moment. And then moving your awareness from your right shoulder into your collarbones on either side of your neck. Feeling these bow bones with connection from your arms and shoulders into your neck and spine. Bringing awareness into your neck. Does your awareness arise in the front, in the throat, or in the back, near the spine? Sensing into both. Noticing the difference between the back of the neck and the front, the throat. Noticing where the jaw hinges in here to the neck. Feeling into the hinge of your jaw and the bone. Into your chin. Into your mouth and your teeth and gums. Sensations there with your tongue against them. The roof of your mouth. The back of your inside of your throat. Fleshy cheeks on the inside. And taking that awareness from the inside of your cheeks and spreading it through to the outside, feeling the outside of your cheeks. Narrowing into feeling on your lips. They feel dry or moist. Is breath moving in and out, or are they touching each other close? Can you feel the breath from your nose on your lips? Noticing the breath in and around your nose. Feeling the cartilage forming the nostrils and bridge of the nose. Eyes, eye sockets. And if you feel the weight of your lids against your eyeballs resting in the socket, nerves connecting into your cranium, your brain, to the eyebrows, noticing if they're relaxed or focused. Same with the forehead, spreading awareness into the forehead, noticing the state of your forehead, the sensations there, down into the temples on the side of your eyes. You almost feel, sense into the connection between the temples and your eyes and ears. Let's follow that awareness into our ears, the ear canal. Where sound is received. Notice if you can feel the sensation of any sound coming into your ears, resonating in your ears. Ears to our scalp, the hair on our head, any sensations on the scalp enveloping the skull, protected by the hair growing on it. These sensations at the hairlines, follicles, spreading this sensation of our scalp to encompass the front, our face, and our whole head. Putting our whole head in awareness. Noticing any sensations that arise, the physical sensations, the mental impressions and emotional reactions. Just noticing it, not judging it, not changing it, noticing. Slowly expand this awareness from our head back down into our shoulders and arms, lower torso, upper legs, knee, lower leg, feet, all the way to the toes, holding the whole body in awareness. From the top of your head to the tip of your toes. Sensing into the wholeness of your body, we scan through part by part, all connected. The awareness never had to leave, was never not connected. Sensing into the wholeness, the intrinsic wholeness of the body that you are in, experiencing in this moment. Now, as we conclude the body scan, start with some gentle movement in the parts of your body that call for it. Joints that need to be flexed, muscles that need to be stretched, extremities, wiggling hands and toes, stretching the neck, opening your eyes if you've had them closed, reorienting to your space, and mindfully concluding the body scan practice, acknowledging that you took the time and put the energy in, meeting your body as it is in this moment.